Good morning. This is the National Weather Service with your weather briefing for October 2nd, 2023. So we're going to talk about the extreme to exceptional drought that is continuing across our area. Hot and dry conditions will continue with some low-end fire concerns this week. And cold front Friday brings the first real taste of fall this weekend with highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. But behind that front, fire concerns really increase with lower RHs and greater wind speeds. So here's a look at our drought situation. You can see that most of our area is in the extreme to exceptional D3 to D4, and that is driven by our rainfall deficits. So we can see past 7 days, especially Rankin County and portions of Covington and Forest, as well as Morehouse and the Carrolls in northeast Louisiana, did see some decent rainfall last week, but in the longer term, it's really, it's not going to have that much of an effect. So the 60-day percent of normal precip is what's really driving our drought monitor outlook. And you can see that there's a lot of red for central Mississippi. And unfortunately, this is just going to continue because we have our 7-day forecast precipitation here, and there's nothing, maybe a little bit in the Delta, maybe a little bit in southeast Arkansas, maybe a little bit in southwest Mississippi and northeast Louisiana. But most of the area should stay dry. And because of all this dry weather, we are dealing with some low-end fire conditions this week, mostly just because of the dry conditions, but also hot temperatures. But the winds being a little on the light end this week is keeping the limited. But we still do have burn bans in effect. We still need to heed those. Friday, we have the cold front passing through, and that's going to drop our temperatures from the 90s this week down into the 70s or low 80s with lows in the 50s. So quite a difference there. Some isolated showers are possible with this passage, but I would not bet any money on it. It's very isolated, and it's not going to be impactful in the long term in any way. So here's a weekly overview. You can see we're in the 90s. Even though this says this is Jackson, this is just giving us a quick overview of the entire area, and you can see the progression from the 90s into the low 80s and even upper 70s. The tropics are quiet. We're not expecting any impacts from tropical weather. And just to summarize, we're looking at that exceptional drought. Hot and dry will continue, and then the cold front will pass through on Friday. Cooler temperatures, but we could see some higher winds and lower drier air behind the front. So we'll have to monitor for any increased fire conditions behind that front. Thank you for viewing, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach us at Facebook, Twitter, or the number you see on your screen. Have a good day.